Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sun's starting to show right there. Look at that, peeking. It is 6 a.m. We got water in 4 miles, 6 miles, and then 10 miles. The water at 4 miles is just kind of a trickle. 6 miles is flowing, it's gushing. So, we're at 9,400 elevation right now. We're climbing up to 10,400, somewhere around that ballpark. 13 miles, we got that side trail that leads us down to Lone Pine. So that's where the fun's gonna get start. I'm assuming the side trail is downhill a little bit, probably more than likely, because we're gonna be up around 10,000, 9,000 elevation. So that's what I'm assuming. That's kind of where a lot of the unknown's gonna start. That side trail. Gotta get down to the trailhead, and then gonna have to figure out how from the trailhead to get to town. I don't know. I guess I got all day to figure this one out. So I just got to keep telling myself it's no big deal, because the longer it takes me to get to town, the more time I spend in town, the more snow it's melting up the trail. So that's the positive out of the deal. So, but yeah, other than that, that's about it, man. We're just going to do this 13 miles and then head to town. Probably do my laundry definitely in town. But yeah, other than that, I have no clue what I'm doing in town. So just gonna try to get some phone service, get a message back home is the main reason to get into town. So other than that, just gonna rock and roll and Jimmy and jam. So alrighty, let me flip you here for a minute. Pack's all packed up, ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, holler at you later. Alrighty, we're at 10,500 elevation. Let me flip you here for a minute. There's some. So off over that way is Owens Valley. Not a real good picture of it. That has a lot of history. There's a lot of history there with the LA water system. I do have a better picture of it. There was a few hikers down there at the view of it, so I didn't do any videoing down there. But doing good, hanging in there. Let me flip you again. Beautiful mountains, trees. There's the trail. So yeah, 10,500 elevation. There was an older gentleman at a better view of Owens Lake back there, and he's heading to Lone Pine too. So I'm not gonna be the only one heading in there. So, and he doesn't know how he's getting there either. So alrighty, Jimmy and jamming, rocking and rolling. Righty. Stopped at the first water hole, got some water. It's getting kind of low, and didn't see the need to push it 2 more miles. But man, I tell you, yesterday I've hardly seen any hikers. Today I'm in like a bubble, a convoy of hikers. I got passed by like 5 young whippersnapper hikers this morning. And then the one girl, man, me and her passed each other 5 or 6 times. I don't know. I'm not a fast climber going up hills. But anyway, so we're at 10,300 elevation. Wow. So anyway, so a bunch of them were back there getting water also. And a few more rolling in and stopping or rolling on to the next water source. So I think a lot of them are debating on if they're going to Lone Pine or not. They're on the fence of that. They were talking about it and how they might have enough food to make it just to Independence. But anyway, so rocking and rolling, Jimmy and jamming. Alrighty, we just pulled off of the CDT route. We were on this side trail that'll lead us down to a trailhead, and I think there's a campground down in that area somewhere too. Not positive on that, but anyway, we're gonna go down here to this trailhead, and then from there maybe I'll have a little bit of phone service. I can get a ride. There's several people in the far out outside that'll pick up hikers, but it's not cheap. Yeah, so most definitely gonna do my laundry there. There's a laundromat. Last I looked, there was. But we're going downhill. So yeah, but I'm thinking about staying there. Get caught up on some social media stuff, and yeah, just chill and relax and come back out in the morning. So that's kind of what my plans are, but we'll see. I mean, if it's gonna be, I'm assuming the town is a ski town. More than likely it's just a small little town that, you know, thrives during ski season. So I don't know, I got to see what the prices are, hotels and stuff there. So if it's gonna be outrageous, then I'm just gonna probably camp at the trailhead or sleep on a park bench somewhere. So alrighty, I will holler at you later. Hey, how are we? Woo, where am I at? There I am. My gosh, I'm looking dabby tonight. So yeah, we are in Lone Pine in a motel. Getting here wasn't too bad actually. I took the side trail down to the parking lot. There was quite a few vehicles down in this parking lot. I was surprised. I didn't know what I was getting into, to tell you the truth. I figured I'd get down to it being Monday. I figured I'd get down to an empty parking lot, you know, and then being, I believe I'm 13, maybe 14 miles from the parking lot right now. So yeah, so I kind of figured I'd gonna get down to an empty parking lot, and then I'm gonna be just trying to scratch my head, trying to figure out how to get to town. I had no phone service, of course. From the parking lot here, it's all downhill. The highway was. And from the PCT route down to the parking lot was all pretty much downhill too. So, but anyway, so I got down there and I figured I was just gonna sit on this bear box, big metal box people put their food in, so bears stay out of it. I figured I'd just sit there and wait for a while and see if any hikers were coming in from Lone Pine going back out on the trail, and maybe bum a ride off of somebody. But yeah, two guys that were camping in the area, they had big backpacks on and they had food in the bear box. They came up, so I asked them for a ride, and they had a cooler in the back of their car and their packs and whatever else they had back there. So that was a no. But then there was this guy and his son that were out fly fishing, and oh man, they were out fly fishing. And so they gave me a ride in here to Lone Pine. They live out by LA, which sounded like a 3.5, 4 hour ride from LA. And then he came up here just to fly fish. So kind of cool, you know, father and son bonding time on a Monday. Nice Jeep, real nice Jeep. Yeah, so they gave me a ride in here to Lone Pine, and my coffee. So yeah, they gave me a ride in here to Lone Pine, and so I got in the Jeep, and they were like, "Well, how many days you hiking?" And I started laughing, and I told them that, you know, I was like on day 40 some odd number, you know, and they kind of like, "What?" I said, like, you know, and I told them I started at the United States-Mexico border and I'm heading to Canada. So they were all just like, "Oh my gosh!" And the son was sitting in the back, and when I told him that I've done 745 miles, I think the son in the back seat was almost ready to pass out. He was gasping like, "Whoa!" But anyway, so yeah, we stopped laughing. But anyway, we got here to Lone Pine. Lone Pine is the gateway to Mount Whitney in Death Valley. Mount Whitney is the tallest mountain in the United States at 14,505 feet. But yeah, the day we did 13 trail miles. We started out like at 9,500. We went up to 10.6. and then we dropped back down to 9.5, and then we went back up to 10.4 when I got off the trail. So, yeah, this video, this is all over the place, isn't it? But yeah, not Mount Whitney. Lone Pine. It's an interesting town. I mean, you got the main drag, got a lot of motels, some restaurants. I had a burger tonight. The restaurant claimed to be the best burger in town, and I'm not sure what other burger joints there are in town, because price and taste was way different. It was way overpriced for not much of a taste. So, but it is in California. So, but yeah, showered, laundry's all done. I did stop at the store, picked up a few items to give me the independence, and yeah. So yeah, we'll be rocking and rolling and Jimmy and Jam tomorrow.